Hi everybody. Mendeleev's periodic table. Dmitry Mendeleev was a Russian chemist. He was worked as a professor in St. Petersburg University, Russia. He was writing a book for his students about the classification of elements. For that purpose, he took 63 cards and he wrote the symbol of element and atomic number, atomic weight, symbol, name and the properties of element over the card. Okay, now for one element one card, like that 63 elements was known, so 63 cards he made. He separated cards as per their properties and tried to arrange the cards again and again by the different ways. Finally, in the Mendeleev's periodic law, he concluded that properties of elements are periodic function of their atomic weights. It means when elements are arranged as per increasing order of atomic weights, then elements with similar properties will get arranged in a same vertical line. Mendeleev, this is the introductory part. The total about the Mendeleev's periodic table, three things we should know. First one, we should know what are the features of Mendeleev's periodic table. Secondly, what are the merits, and lastly, what are the demerits of the Mendeleev's periodic table. Mendeleev's research work about the classification of elements. Let's start. Features of Mendeleev's periodic table. The term group and period was introduced by the Mendeleev. Before starting the group and period, first feature is he published the periodic table in 1869, and in 1869 63 elements were known. Mendeleev's periodic table first feature is it consists of 63 elements. Mendeleev's periodic table consists of 8 vertical columns which are nothing but the groups. Vertical columns in periodic table are the groups. Mendeleev's periodic table consists of 6 horizontal rows which are known as the periods. Okay, then there are the subgroups and subcolumns in it also, but these are the first 3 features. Mendeleev arranged the elements as per the increasing order of the atomic weight. Okay, now ascending order of the atomic elements were arranged as per the increasing order of the atomic weight. Increasing order of the atomic weight. So that is also one feature of the Mendeleev's periodic table. Then Mendeleev tried to place the elements with similar properties in same vertical column, that is the group. So which chemical properties were considered by the Mendeleev? Mendeleev considered the general formula of oxide and hydride of the elements belonging to the group, isn't it? Means what? Here Mendeleev also considered the chemical properties of the elements which belonging to the same group, and he not only considered the chemical properties of the elements which are there in that group, he considered the chemical properties of their corresponding oxides and hydrides too. Okay, so Mendeleev, I hope you are understanding. What is the feature of the Mendeleev's periodic table? The feature is that elements with similar properties were tried to place in a same vertical column, that is the same group. And Mendeleev considered the general formula of oxide, general formula of the hydride. Okay, let's see. For example, the elements which belonging to the first group of that Mendeleev's periodic table, their general formula of their oxides is R2O. Okay, now that nowadays we are writing H2O like this. This 2 is a subscript, but in 1869 it should be written as like this, H2O. Okay, now as a superscript. So R2O is the general formula of oxides of elements belonging to the first group. Second, third, fourth, I'll tell you, sixth, 7th and 8th one. Those belonging to the second group, their general formula is RO. R means the element. For example, second group consists of the beryllium. So beryllium, magnesium, calcium is there. So instead of R, we may place the element, that is BeO, MgO, CaO, like that. Here first group R2O means what? Li2O, Na2O, K2O, Ag2O, like that. Here, third group elements of the Mendeleev's periodic table having a general formula R2O3. Fourth group elements having general formula RO2. Fifth group element R2O5. Sixth group RO3. Seventh group R2O7, and eighth group element having a general formula for their oxide RO4. Okay, now those having the general formula, this one, they should be a first group element. Those which shows the formula RO general formula, they should be a second group element. And what about the formula of their hydrides? RH, RH2, RH3. Those belonging to the group number 4 having a general formula RH4. Okay. Those belonging to the group number 5, RH3, RH2, RH. Okay, now about the group number 8, he didn't give anything about their hydride. So this is about the general formula of these one. Okay. So Mendeleev considered these elements, their oxide, their hydride, their general formula, and by considering their chemical properties, Mendeleev placed the elements. In features, what I told about 63 elements, 8 group, 7 periods, and elements are arranged as per ascending order of atomic weight, and then these are the first group, second group elements, and their general formulas of each group elements. Now, the second part about the Mendeleev's periodic table is, after the features, second part is merits. First merit of the Mendeleev's periodic table is, that is, first systematic effort to classify all elements was carried out by the Mendeleev. Just look towards the Dobereiner. About 30 elements were known, and that Dobereiner classified only 9 elements. Okay, na, satisfactorily. At the time of Newland, more than 56 elements were known, but that Newland's law of octave was applicable up to the calcium, isn't it? And at that time, noble gases was also not discovered. So, a very less number of elements can be classified as per the Newland's law of octave, Dobereiner's law of tride. But it's the first systematic effort to classify all known elements, isn't it? Almost satisfactorily classification was given by the Mendeleev. So the first feature is all elements was considered by the Mendeleev. Second thing is that Mendeleev corrected atomic weights of the few elements. For example, beryllium, silver, gold, platinum, indium, their atomic weights were corrected by the Mendeleev. These atomic weights of these elements was not that much accurate, but correction in atomic weight was carried out by the Mendeleev. Then the third one is, in the Mendeleev's arrangement of the elements, that is the Mendeleev's periodic table, 0 group elements, that is the noble gases, inert gases, rare gases, helium family elements, these elements can be placed in the Mendeleev's arrangement, Mendeleev's periodic table, without disturbing the other elements. Okay, now 0 group elements can be placed without disturbing the other elements. And if we try to place the helium, neon, or any other 0 gas element in the Newland's arrangement, the whole Newland's law of octave was found to be a void, was found to be wrong one, isn't it? But that problem is not here. We may say that Mendeleev's periodic table is Mendeleev's table is a good host, but Newland's table is not host, and noble gases are we may consider noble gases are the guest. Okay, na? So the guest 0 group elements, like after some year the noble gases were get discovered, and if there is separately they can be placed without disturbing to the elements which are there in the periodic table. Okay, this is the third one. Fourth important one, what? This feature, this merit make the Mendeleev's periodic table famous. The fourth merit of the Mendeleev's periodic table is that Mendeleev showed courage to keep blank space for some unknown, undiscovered element. For example, below to the boron he kept a blank space, below to the aluminium he kept a blank space in the periodic table. He said below to the boron there is a element Eka boron. Eka boron element was not discovered, but Mendeleev considered existence of some elements which was not discovered at that time. So below to the boron, Eka boron, below to the aluminium, Eka aluminium. Okay, like that he kept a blank space for these elements. Below to the silicon also he kept space. Below to the silicon he said in the nature there is a existence of element Eka silicon. Eka means after, later. Initially no one paid attention towards the Mendeleev's research, Mendeleev's periodic table. But the Mendeleev's periodic table became famous because after some time element scandium was get discovered, and the properties of scandium which was stated for the Eka boron earlier by the Mendeleev was matched with the properties of the scandium which is newly discovered element. Okay, Mendeleev didn't keep only space, but Mendeleev stated the properties of these undiscovered elements earlier, before their discovery. After some year what happens? Element gallium was get discovered, and properties of gallium was matched with the Eka aluminium. So then because of this the this was get accepted. Okay, now the scientists considered that this is a valuable research. Same one, Eka silicon. The properties of Eka silicon was stated by the Mendeleev, and after some year germanium was found and the properties of germanium was matched with this one. Okay, so this is the fourth feature. He kept a blank space for few elements. He stated the properties of these. Now it's a very important. See, Dobereiner considered limited number of elements, he tried to classify. Newland considered limited number of elements and he tried to classify it. But here Mendeleev considered 63 elements, but besides 63 he considered some undiscovered elements also. Okay, that's why it's one of the important feature. Now after to the Mendeleev's, these are the main features. Zero group I told. Okay, demerits will look. The first demerit is there is an ambiguity in the position of hydrogen. Mendeleev kept the hydrogen in the first group, but hydrogen shows the properties of some properties of first group and some properties of the seventh group. In the seventh group there is a fluorine, chlorine, bromine, iodine which are electronegative and are in short of one electron. So hydrogen is also in short of one electron to complete its duplet. So that's why hydrogen shows properties of first as well as seventh group elements, and it was placed by the Mendeleev in the first group. So there was an ambiguity about the position of hydrogen. This is the first drawback. Second drawback is that even though Mendeleev stated elements with similar properties are placed in the same group, it's a general statement. But if we see highly reactive elements like sodium, potassium was kept along with the less reactive elements like silver, gold in the first group. Means what? Elements with dissimilar properties was kept in a same group. Okay, na? That is also one drawback, and it is not only with the first group, with the other groups also it was there. Then the third drawback is concept of isotope was not considered. Iso means same, topes means position. Isotopes are the atoms of same elements having same atomic number but the different atomic mass number. Carbon 12, carbon 13, carbon 14, their atomic mass numbers are the different one. What happens in, as their atomic masses are different and as per the Mendeleev's periodic law, elements are arranged as per the increasing order of atomic weights. So as the C12, C13, C14, their masses are different, that's why they should be placed differently. But there is only one place for the carbon. Okay, na? So Mendeleev considered only the major isotope. Hope that you are understanding. Isotopes having the different masses, even though isotopes having a different atomic masses or atomic weights, they were placed in the same slot. Means concept of isotope was not considered. Then increase in atomic weight order was not followed in some cases. It's a rule, na? Elements are to be arranged as per the increasing order of atomic weights. But see, in the seventh group of the Mendeleev's periodic table, there is a fluorine, chlorine, bromine and iodine. And here there is in the sixth group there is a element oxygen, sulfur, selenium, tellurium. These elements are there. Atomic weight of, here it's a 127, here it's a 126. Sorry, 127 iodine, 126 is of the 126 is of the iodine, 127 is of the tellurium. So as per the rule, first of all, iodine should be placed earlier. Okay, now but we know that the iodine shows the properties which are similar to the fluorine, chlorine, bromine, iodine, and that's why even though the atomic weight of iodine is less than that of the tellurium, iodine was placed later to the tellurium. Means what? Increase in atomic weight order is not followed here in this case. We know that why it is not followed, because it shows the properties of fluorine, chlorine, bromine, iodine. Mendeleev gave the reason that atomic weight measurement may be incorrect here in this case, and same is case for the cobalt and nickel. Very less difference is there in the atomic weights of cobalt and nickel. Cobalt 58.9 and nickel 58.6. So cobalt should be placed later to the nickel, but there also increase in atomic weight order was not followed. Okay, so what is the drawback here? Increase in atomic weight order was not followed. This is also one drawback. And one more limitation we may say here about the Mendeleev's periodic table, that see, atomic weight difference between the subsequent elements is not identical one. So that's why it is difficult to predict how many elements are there in between two known elements. Okay na? Suppose if I said there are the 5 elements, first element having atomic number 1. Okay na? Sequentially suppose there are the 5 elements, 1, 2, 4 and 5. Okay na? What is the atomic number of the third element? So we can easily say 1, 2. So here there should be a 3 and 4, 5. So if the elements are arranged as per the increasing order of atomic number, then we can state easily what is the atomic number of this element, isn't it? But here the main thing is that the whole whole periodic table is based on, here Mendeleev's periodic table is based on atomic weight, and increase in atomic weight order is not uniform. Say for example hydrogen, then here helium, then lithium, beryllium, boron, okay na, carbon, nitrogen. Take these examples only. So what is the difference between atomic weight of first and second element? The difference is of 3. Here the difference is of 3. Here the difference is of 2. Here the difference is of 2. Here the difference is of 1. Here the difference is of 2 again. So difference in atomic weights between the subsequent elements is not uniform. So that's why suppose some of the elements are not here. For example, here we don't know which element is present. So can we predict what is the atomic mass of this element? The limitation is that how many elements are present in between the two known elements. Okay na? Here I took the example of the say elements with the lower atomic weights. But suppose one element having the atomic weight like that, A, B, C, D. Okay now, one having atomic weight of 40, another having 42. Here the atomic weight is 48, and here the atomic weight is say 59. So we can't say how many elements are there in between these two, how many elements are there in between C and D. So how many elements are present in between the two known elements was not possible to determine, because increase in atomic weight order was not uniform. Okay, so here in this video, first of all I told about who was Mendeleev and some general introduction about the Mendeleev. Later on we saw about the features of Mendeleev's periodic table, 63 elements, then 8 groups, 7 periods. Okay now, increase in atomic weight order, like that we saw. Then we saw about the merits of the Mendeleev's periodic table, that is first systematic effort to classify the elements, and 0 group elements can be placed here. Okay now, while discussing the merits of periodic table, Mendeleev's periodic table, we saw all elements he tried to classify it. Then correction in atomic weights is also carried out by the Mendeleev. Then 0 group elements can be placed without disturbing the other elements, and Mendeleev kept a blank space for few undiscovered elements, and Mendeleev stated the properties of the undiscovered element, that is Eka boron, scandium, Eka aluminum, gallium, Eka silicon, germanium. And lastly, demerits we saw. Demerits are which one? Position of hydrogen. I'll tell you the highlights only about the ambiguity in the position of hydrogen. Then elements with different chemical reactivity are placed in the same group. For example, sodium potassium was placed along with the silver gold. Then concept of isotope was not considered. Increase in atomic weight order was not followed in some case, and it was difficult to predict how many elements are present in between the two known elements. Okay now, so that are the limitations. Okay, bye all of you, bye.